Okay, we're back for the third part of this video series. This is part of a course that's hoping to help you be able to create clean stitches with a circular knitting machine. I have both styles here, the Centro, and the Addi. At this juncture, because now we're away from the things that differentiate them out drastically, I'm going to concentrate more with my Addi. More than anything is because I don't have room for two other things on the table. Now, what I want to do here is I want to talk very seriously about the tools that are necessary. I would call it a minimum. I probably am wrong in that. I mean, you're going to add to your collection as you do things, but what I want you to do is think about this. So these machines work very effectively. However, they're not perfect. You are going to have issues somewhere at some time if you continue to work on these machines. And honestly, if you don't stay with some of the recommended yarns that I've suggested, that was the last video, I'll put a link so you can, if you need that, then you're probably going to have to learn how to use this stuff right off the bat. But some of this you need anyway. So one of my first tools that I recommend, in fact, even when I do demonstrations and help, and I do teach a class on this on occasion, I literally walk around with my latch hook and my loom hook. I literally walk around with these two because these are my prime fix-its. A lot of people, instead of a latch hook, they like a crochet hook. A number 4 apparently is the player. I'm going to show you in another video how to use this and how to use this. You're going to see that I'm not as effective here, but some people are. Okay. One of the other specifics, if you get an Addi, it usually comes with the red hook. Okay. And it has a little bit of a curved point to it. Okay. And that's very nice, and it narrows down and has a nice curved point. That makes taking the yarns off of the pieces, off of the hooks, far more easy. But you can pick up any kind of a needle, and well, not too big. You want the point to be small enough to get into these things. So a darning needle is your friend there, okay? I don't see how you could possibly go without scissors. However, people could break the yarn, I suppose. But I like just a small pair of nips. It doesn't take much. It doesn't take a lot at all. Just something to cut your yarn with. One of my big players is a satin feel, because you know how different scrunchies are made out of different fabrics. For instance, this is a scrunchie which has a satiny material. This is also a scrunchie, but it wouldn't slide down on the yarn to save its life because it's not satiny. It's actually rather grippy. These are also, I mean, people have a tendency to say that these don't hold as well in their hair. Well, probably not, to be honest, because they're satiny. I've had this one so I don't have any idea how many years, and it's lasted forever. So as you progress in your skills past this video, because I'm not going to be showing you waste yarn, but a good running waste yarn needs to be part of your arsenal of tools, because waste yarn is important. It basically makes it to where you can put a different kind of finish on your project without having the bumpiness of what knitting would do otherwise. I'll be showing you that in other videos. I don't think it's part of this series, but it will probably soon be. Another tool, very, very important, is some kind of a clip. So this is part of the fix-it aspects of things, and I will be showing you this, is that when you have stitches go badly and they start dropping or tucking, sometimes you have to catch the stitch before it goes any further. That's what I like these. These ones are the one have a point to their to the tip instead of the square ones. Hang on. Like this. The square ones. These work. They work fine. These just happen to work better because they have a point to it. You're actually able to get into that stitch and just hang that on there. The intention behind that is to keep your stitch from going any further and make it easy to hold on to it, and you're not grabbing other things. These I like too for that very purpose. They're a lot wider, but they have some weight to them. I just use these quite a bit for this kind of stuff. Mostly because I usually can't find one of these when I need it. All right, the next thing you're going to need is you're going to need an element of weight. Once you get tubes that are going down your table, you can't let it just sit there and circle on your table. You can't do that because sooner or later you're going to end up with some bad stitches because the weight is being taken off from the downward trajectory of your knitting up here at your pins, and it's no longer being used for the efficiency of your machine. So you'll need to be able to, one, you can start off by ponytailing it. Some people just donut it up, and I'll be showing you all of these things in future videos, but right now I just want to talk about tools. One of my absolute favorites, however, is I have a 3-inch piece of PVC, and what I'll do is I will ponytail my project, put this around it to hold it, donut it around it, flatten it out, and put this on it. And this way I can also, this is actually for more challenging yarns than anything, then I can also add weights to it. And another aspect of things is I also have a whole slew of these to where I can take them all the way around my project, literally on the inside all the way around my project, to add weight early. So down the road, these might be a player for you. And I'm going to say this one whether people like it or not. You're going to find on all my machines that I have silicone earplugs on the front ends. Okay? And basically that is, it kind of acts as a tensioner, but maybe it's just the Addi, but I even have it on my Centro. I'll show pictures right here. But so I swear by these. This makes the difference of a yarn that won't run with the darn and wants to drive me nutters to one that I have no problem and I can put the drill to. And I say put the drill to means that I can go fast, that I can put that drill on there and go like it's not a problem yarn. That's the difference, the silicone earplugs. Yeah, and some people are like, well, just use a tensioner. There's a difference. To me, it's a difference. I don't even know what the difference is, to be honest, but it is, and it's proven itself in many a hat and many a type of fiber that I didn't think would run because I was using this. Anyway, so those are the tools that I personally recommend. I've made, I don't even want to count the number of hats and things, a lot of tubage. I've even done a whole bunch of panel work. These are the tools that I find absolutely necessary to get the job done. And I will even share with you, this is my go-to box right here. This is my go-to box. This is what I take when I go do demonstrations, help with a group of people that we call it non-traditional knitting. This is what I use. Okay, so the next video in this course is, make sure you hit to the next video. Hopefully you've got your yarn and maybe the first set of tools that you need, hopefully. And we're going to start casting on. I'm going to show you the basics of casting on, what to watch for, and set you up for success on that. Okay? So, see you in the next one.